Number 4. Bugatti. Bugatti isn't just a car brand, it's an engineering flex. While other manufacturers chase lap times or handling balance, Bugatti's mission has always been simple: build the fastest, most over-engineered road cars on the planet, no matter the cost. But before the world got the Chiron, Bugatti had an awkward phase: the Bugatti EB110. Back in the early 1990s, this car was revolutionary. Quad turbos, all-wheel drive, and performance numbers that embarrassed most supercars of its time. On paper, it was incredible. Visually, though, not so much. The design was boxy, busy, and lacked the elegance people associated with the Bugatti name. It looked more like a prototype that accidentally made it into production. It didn't feel timeless. It felt experimental. Now fast forward to the Bugatti Chiron. This car didn't just improve on the formula, it perfected it. A quad-turbo W16 engine producing over 1,500 horsepower, a design that looks heavy, muscular, and impossibly expensive even when parked. The Chiron feels inevitable, like physics was bent just to allow it to exist. The EB110 walked so the Chiron could completely dominate. Number 3. Porsche. Porsche is all about evolution. Instead of reinventing the wheel, they refine it again and again. That approach has given us one of the most iconic shapes in automotive history, the 911. But even Porsche stumbled once. The Porsche 996. This was a huge moment for the brand, the first water-cooled 911, built for modern emissions and reliability. Mechanically, it was great. Visually, fans were furious. Those headlights, nicknamed the fried eggs, completely changed the face of the 911. For many enthusiasts, this was the moment Porsche lost its identity. The car drove beautifully, but it didn't look like a proper 911. Then came the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Wide body, massive rear wing, aggressive vents. Everything about it looks purposeful. It doesn't try to be elegant. It looks like a race car that escaped the track. The 996 made people question Porsche's direction. The GT3 RS reminded everyone exactly why Porsche is untouchable. Number 2. Ferrari. Ferrari is emotion on wheels, sound, beauty, passion. Ferrari doesn't just build cars, they build experiences. Some of the most beautiful vehicles ever made carry a prancing horse on the hood. But one Ferrari failed to make hearts race: the Ferrari Mondial. Introduced as a practical Ferrari, this was meant to be a car you could use every day. 4 seats, more space, and easier ownership. Instead, it became known for being forgettable. The design was boxy, the early models were underpowered, and it lacked the drama people expected. It didn't look exotic, and it didn't feel special. People didn't dream about the Mondial. Now contrast that with the Ferrari LaFerrari, a hybrid hypercar with nearly 1,000 horsepower, razor-sharp design, and a screaming V12 that feels alive. Everything about it is extreme, intentional, and unforgettable. The Mondial tried to make Ferrari sensible. The LaFerrari proved Ferrari should never be sensible. Before we jump to number 1, I'm curious, which brand so far had the ugliest car in your opinion? Bugatti, Porsche, or Ferrari? Drop the name in the comments and let's see which one gets roasted the most. Number 1. Lamborghini. Lamborghini has never cared about being subtle. From day one, their cars were loud, aggressive, and designed to shock. Lamborghini doesn't follow trends, they start them. But even Lamborghini has made a few questionable choices. The Lamborghini Jalpa. In the 1980s, Lamborghini wanted an entry-level car, something more affordable, easier to drive and less extreme. What they got was a car that felt confused. The design was soft, the proportions were awkward, and it lacked the visual drama Lamborghini was famous for. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't Lamborghini enough. Now compare that to the Lamborghini Aventador, a naturally aspirated V12, scissor doors, sharp angles everywhere. This car looks like it was designed to intimidate everything else on the road. The Aventador didn't just represent Lamborghini, it defined it. The Jalpa tried to be practical. The Aventador reminded the world that practicality was never the goal. Which ugly car hurt the most to look at, and which cool one is your dream car? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Thanks for watching.